Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. The top 3 most expensive Lincoln Memorial pennies with the D mint mark, a hidden fortune in your hands. In the world of coin collecting, a simple penny can be worth more than $1 million. Among the most sought-after coins are the rare Lincoln Memorial pennies minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the prestigious D mint mark. These rare coins are more than just pocket change. They hold unimaginable wealth and have the potential to make you a billionaire overnight. If you have one of these incredible coins, do not spend it under any circumstances, as its value could change your fortune forever. Let's dive into the top 3 most expensive Lincoln Memorial pennies, each with unique errors, rare variations, and extraordinary design specifications that make them some of the most valuable coins in history. Let's get started. First up, the 1982 D Lincoln Memorial penny belongs to a significant era in U.S. coinage history. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from solid copper pennies to copper-plated zinc coins to reduce production costs. This led to 2 major varieties of 1982 pennies: copper pennies, weighing 3.11 grams, copper-plated zinc pennies, weighing 2.5 grams. To complicate things further, both types were minted in large date and small date variations, making 1982 pennies one of the most studied and collected coins in U.S. history. The rarest and most valuable is the 1982 D small date copper penny, which is worth a fortune if found in high-grade condition. The obverse, the timeless portrait of Lincoln. The front, obverse, side of the 1982 D penny features the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile has appeared on the penny since 1909, commemorating the 100th anniversary of his birth. The obverse also includes the word liberty to Lincoln's left, the year 1982 to his right, with a small D mint mark below, indicating it was minted in Denver. The national motto, "In God We Trust," arching over the top. This iconic design has remained virtually unchanged for over a century, making Lincoln pennies some of the most recognizable coins in the world. The reverse, the majestic Lincoln Memorial. The back, reverse, side of the 1982 D penny showcases the Lincoln Memorial, an enduring symbol of American democracy. Designed by Frank Gasparo, this stunning image has been featured on pennies since 1959, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Key features include the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details showing the statue of Lincoln inside. The words United States of America at the top. The Latin phrase E pluribus unum, out of many, one, above the memorial. The denomination 1 cent at the bottom. The Lincoln Memorial penny design remained in use until 2008. Making it one of the most iconic coin reverses in U.S. history. The small date versus large date mystery, the key to a fortune. The 1982 D penny exists in both small date and large date varieties, and this difference is crucial in determining a coin's value. The small date version is significantly rarer and highly sought after. Here's how to tell them apart. Large date. The numbers in 1982 appear thicker and bolder. Small date. The numbers appear thinner, with a lower 2 that aligns with the bottom of the 8. Finding a 1982 D small date copper penny is like hitting the jackpot in the numismatic world. A single specimen could be worth hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in the right condition. Why is the 1982 D small date copper penny so valuable? The 1982 D small date copper penny is an extremely rare variety, with only a handful of verified examples known to exist. This penny wasn't supposed to be made in copper, as the mint had already switched to zinc. However, a few copper planchets, blanks, were mistakenly used, resulting in a rare error coin worth a fortune. In 2019, one of these coins sold for an astonishing $18,800 at auction. Experts believe that as more collectors recognize its rarity, its value could skyrocket even further. The USA Bicentennial Coins, a multi-million-dollar collector's dream. Although the 1982 D penny isn't a bicentennial coin, another legendary U.S. coin, the 1976 bicentennial quarter, has sold for millions. Some rare 1976 quarters with special errors have fetched over $1.5 million, making them some of the most sought-after coins in history. If you own a bicentennial coin, never spend it before getting it appraised. It could be your ticket to a fortune. How to identify if your 1982 D penny is the rare small-date copper version? If you think you have a 1982 D small date copper penny, follow these steps. Use a scale. If it weighs 3.11 grams, it's copper. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Examine the date. Check for the small date variation, thinner numbers, lower 2. Verify the mint mark. it must have a D, Denver, mint mark below the year. Check for wear. Higher grade, uncirculated coins are worth significantly more. If your coin meets these criteria, you could be holding a life-changing treasure. Coin grading, the secret to unlocking maximum value. A coin's condition determines its true market value. Collectors and investors grade coins on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 1982 D small date copper penny in MS 65 or higher can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, while an MS 67 or higher could be worth even more. Where to sell your rare 1982 D penny for maximum profit? If you think you have a valuable 1982 D penny, don't sell it without professional appraisal. Here's where to sell rare coins for top dollar. Heritage Auctions, one of the most prestigious rare coin auction houses. PCGS and NGC certified dealers for professional grading and authentication. eBay and coin collectors markets ensure proper verification before selling. Never sell your rare coins for less than their true worth. You might be sitting on a treasure. The rising value of rare pennies, a collector's gold mine. As time passes, rare pennies become even more valuable. With fewer high-quality specimens in circulation, the demand for rare 1982 pennies continues to rise. Holding onto your coins could be a wise financial investment for the future. Could you be holding a $1 million coin? The 1982 D small date copper penny is one of the rarest coins in modern U.S. history. If you have one, you might be closer to a fortune than you ever imagined. Before spending your old pennies, take a closer look. You could be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. Final thoughts, the ultimate hidden treasure. It's hard to believe, but pennies have changed lives. Whether it's the 1982 D small date copper penny or a rare bicentennial coin, these tiny pieces of history hold unimaginable wealth. Check your change, examine your old coins, and get them appraised. You never know when you might uncover a fortune in your hands. Second, the 1972 Lincoln Memorial Penny is one of the most collected U.S. coins due to its various errors, striking differences, and rare varieties. Unlike other coins that display mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, this particular 1972 penny has no mint mark, indicating that it was minted in Philadelphia. Any collectors seek this coin, especially the rare double die variety, which has been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auctions. Could you be the lucky one holding this legendary piece? The obverse, Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait. On the front, obverse, side of the 1972 Lincoln penny, you'll see the timeless profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Key features of the obverse include the word liberty on the left side of Lincoln's profile, the year 1972 positioned to the right, in God We Trust curved along the upper rim, no mint mark beneath the date, confirming its Philadelphia origin. This design remains one of the most enduring and recognizable symbols of American coinage. The reverse, the Grand Lincoln Memorial. The back, reverse, of the 1972 Lincoln penny is just as remarkable. Designed by Frank Gasparo, it features a detailed image of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The words United States of America at the top. The Latin phrase e pluribus unum, out of many, one, positioned above the memorial. 1 cent displayed at the bottom. With its detailed craftsmanship, this design remains a symbol of American pride and unity. Why some 1972 pennies are worth a fortune. While most 1972 pennies are common, some are extremely valuable due to rare errors. The most famous and highly sought after is the 1972 double die obverse, DDO variety. This error occurred when the die that struck the coins was improperly made, causing a clear doubling of letters and numbers on the obverse. Signs of the 1972 DDO penny include heavy checkmark doubling on Liberty, heavy checkmark doubling on In God We Trust, heavy checkmark doubling on the date, 1972. This mistake makes certain 1972 pennies worth thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars, depending on their condition. The most valuable 1972 penny ever sold. One of the highest-selling 1972 double-die pennies was graded MS-67, mint state, and sold for $14,400 at auction. This proves that not all pennies are created equal. If you have the right one, it could be worth a small fortune. Could your 1972 penny be the next $1 million coin? While the bicentennial quarters from 1976 have gained attention for their $1 million valuations, the 1972 penny is also an important piece of U.S. coin history. Some experts believe that if a perfect, uncirculated specimen of a rare 1972 DDO penny were found, it could set new records at auction. If you own a 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, inspect it carefully. You could be holding a hidden treasure. How to identify a rare 1972 penny. Here's a step-by-step guide to check if your 1972 penny is the rare and valuable variety. White heavy check mark, use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the letters and numbers. White heavy check mark, check the weight. A normal 1972 penny should weigh 3.11 grams, solid copper. White heavy check mark, look at the condition. The fewer scratches and marks, the higher the value. White heavy check mark, get it professionally graded. Have a certified numismatic expert assess your coin's true worth. If your penny matches these rare traits, you might be sitting on a jackpot in the coin world. Where to sell a rare 1972 penny for maximum profit. If you discover that your 1972 no mint mark penny is rare, don't rush to sell it. Instead, get it appraised and graded by reputable organizations such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, Heritage Auctions, a top choice for selling rare coins. A properly graded coin can fetch significantly higher prices, ensuring you get the maximum value for your rare find. Why are old pennies so valuable? You might be wondering, why do old pennies like the 1972 edition sell for so much? Here's why. Heavy checkmark, rare errors. Mistakes like double dies make some pennies extremely rare. Heavy checkmark, high collector demand. Coins from the early 1900s to the late 20th century are hot in the numismatic world. Heavy checkmark, historical significance. The Lincoln penny is an important part of American heritage. Heavy checkmark, copper composition. Unlike modern pennies, pre-1982 pennies contain 95% copper, making them worth more than their face value. If you own a rare penny, consider it an investment in history and wealth. The importance of coin grading, why condition matters. Coin values are heavily influenced by grading, which determines their condition. A 1972 penny can be worth anywhere from 1 cent to thousands of dollars, depending on its grade. Here's the breakdown. Circulated, worn-out condition $0.05 to $1. Uncirculated, MS60, MS6550 to $1,000. Rare double die and MS67, $10,000 or more. If you think your 1972 penny could be rare, get it graded by professionals. It might be a hidden fortune. How to preserve your rare penny for maximum value. If you own a rare 1972 penny, follow these steps to keep it in pristine condition. Heavy checkmark, store it in a coin holder or airtight capsule. Heavy checkmark, avoid touching it with bare hands. Use gloves. Heavy checkmark, keep it away from moisture and chemicals. Heavy checkmark, never clean it. Cleaning lowers its value significantly. Proper preservation can help your valuable penny maintain its worth for generations. Could this tiny penny be your golden ticket? The 1972 Lincoln Memorial penny, no mint mark, is more than just a small piece of copper. It could be a fortune waiting to be discovered. Whether it's a rare double-die variety or a high-grade uncirculated piece, these coins have fetched jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. So, before you dismiss your old pennies, take a second look. If you find a 1972 double-die penny, you might be on the verge of life-changing wealth. Check your collection. You never know when a penny could turn you into a millionaire. Second, the 1975 Lincoln penny is part of the famous Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. By 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, making it an iconic representation of American heritage. The 1975 penny with no mint mark means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced millions of these coins. But within this massive production, rare errors and high-grade specimens can make certain 1975 pennies worth a fortune. The obverse, a tribute to Abraham Lincoln. The front, obverse, side of the 1975 Lincoln Memorial penny features a detailed profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The phrase, "In God We Trust," at the top. The word "Liberty" to the left of Lincoln. The date, 1975, on the right. No mint mark, confirming it was struck in Philadelphia. This iconic design has remained virtually unchanged for over a century, making it one of the most recognized coins in American history. The reverse, the Grand Lincoln Memorial. On the back, reverse, of the 1975 penny, you'll find a detailed engraving of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. The phrase, "United States of America," curved at the top. The Latin motto, "E pluribus unum," out of many, one, above the memorial. The denomination, 1 cent, at the bottom. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny image of Lincoln inside the memorial, a fascinating detail that makes this design even more special. Why some 1975 pennies are worth a fortune. While most 1975 Lincoln pennies are common, some have sold for staggering amounts due to their rarity, condition, and unique errors. The two key factors that can skyrocket a 1975 penny's value are heavy checkmark high grade, uncirculated condition. Coins in perfect MS67 plus condition can fetch thousands. Heavy checkmark rare mint errors. Some pennies have doubling, off-center strikes, or missing elements, making them highly valuable. Could you be the lucky owner of one of these rare gems? The most valuable 1975 penny ever sold. A rare 1975 Lincoln penny in MS67 condition was auctioned for over $8,000. This proves that even the most ordinary-looking pennies can be worth a life-changing fortune if they are rare enough. If you own a flawless, uncirculated 1975 penny, you could be holding an extremely valuable coin without even knowing it. Could your 1975 penny be the next million-dollar coin? While the 1976 bicentennial coins have gained attention for their million-dollar values, the 1975 Lincoln penny is also an important piece of U.S. coin history. Experts believe that if a perfect, rare error variety of this penny were discovered, it could break auction records. If you have a 1975 penny with a unique error or in pristine condition, get it examined. It could change your life. How to identify a rare 1975 penny? Here's how to check if your 1975 no-mint mark penny is rare. White heavy check mark, use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on letters and numbers. White heavy check mark, check the weight. A normal 1975 penny should weigh 3.11 grams, solid copper. White heavy check mark, look at the condition. The fewer scratches and marks, the higher the value. White heavy check mark, search for errors, off-center strikes, missing letters, or repunched mint marks can be worth thousands. If your penny meets any of these criteria, you might be holding a small fortune. Where to sell a rare 1975 penny for maximum profit? If you find that your 1975 penny is rare, don't just sell it anywhere. Get it appraised and graded first. Top places to sell rare coins include Heritage Auctions, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, local coin dealers and collectors. A properly graded 1975 penny can fetch much higher prices, ensuring you get the true value of your rare coin. Why are old pennies so valuable? You may wonder, why do old pennies like the 1975 edition sell for so much? Here's why. Heavy checkmark mint errors make certain coins extremely rare. Heavy checkmark high collector demand drives prices up. Heavy checkmark copper composition. Pre-1982 pennies are 95% copper, giving them extra value. Heavy checkmark historical significance. Lincoln pennies are a staple in American numismatics. If you own a rare or high-grade penny, consider it an investment in history and wealth. The importance of coin grading, why condition matters. A graded 1975 Lincoln penny can be worth anywhere from 1 cent to thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Here's a quick value breakdown. Circulated, worn-out condition $0.05 to $1. Uncirculated, MS60, MS6550 to $500. Rare errors or high MS67 plus grades, $5,000 plus or more. If you think your 1975 penny could be valuable, get it graded. You might be holding a hidden treasure. How to preserve your rare penny for maximum value. If you own a rare or valuable 1975 penny, follow these steps to protect its worth. Heavy checkmark, store it in a coin holder or airtight capsule. Heavy checkmark, avoid touching it with bare hands. Use gloves. Heavy checkmark, keep it away from moisture, chemicals, and extreme temperatures. Heavy checkmark, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. A well-preserved penny can hold its value and increase over time. Could this tiny penny be your golden ticket? The 1975 Lincoln Memorial penny, no mint mark, may seem ordinary, but it has the potential to be an extraordinary find. Whether it's a rare error variety or a high-grade uncirculated piece, these pennies have proven to sell for thousands, even tens of thousands, at auctions. Before you overlook or spend your old pennies, take a closer look. You never know when one tiny cent could turn you into a millionaire.